But let me tell you something, Destiny, you was getting all the good promo. I mean, it was negative press, but people are going to be coming down to Madani because I kind of want to go down to Madani now. If I ever make it to Huntsville, I'm going to go to Black and Madani because that way they kept showing that billboard. I'm looking at the hair in the store. I'm looking at what wigs I wanted, what kind of weave, what kind of crochet, what kind of hair I can get down to the stuff. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brandy Yvonne channel. Of course, I'm your girl, Brandy Yvonne. Here at my channel, we do fun reviews, recaps, and discussions of all of our favorite shows. Today's video right here, we are talking Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 5, episode 5, Holt Em Back. Before we get into anything, don't forget to click that subscribe button. I appreciate it once you do, and let me know you did in the comments. Don't forget to like and share, and again, comment. Let me know what you thought of the episode. To be honest with y'all, I didn't want to review this episode. I was dreading it. I was like, we already know this is going to be the episode where we get the showdown. I hate to see them fuss and fight like this. Of course, I like a little bit of the drama. Of course, we don't want the show to be boring. I like when they do the fun shade and maybe it gets a little rowdy with Miss Wanda, but not on this level. It was just too much. It was a headache. I felt a little overly produced at some parts as well. And we're going to talk about the different things that I particularly noticed and I didn't care for, but let's just get into the review. I'm going to try to remember to go in order. All the fussing and fighting gets confusing for me, but let's just talk about what happened in the episode, okay? So, the episode basically picked up where they left off. We saw the gold G-Wagon pull up. We're all thinking it's going to be Mel, and it actually turned out to be Stormy, and I believe her mom and her husband as well. So Stormy brought flowers and a Gucci bag for Destiny. She wanted to extend an olive branch. Destiny seen Stormy come get out the car from outside. She told the lady to go tell, I think it was like her assistant or somebody she had working in the store named Stacy. I think was the lady's name. She told Miss Stacy to go tell Miss Stormy that Miss Stormy can't come up in here. Okay, so Stacy went out there and told Stormy like, thank you for bringing the stuff, but like she said, you know, you can't come, like you gotta turn around. And then so Stormy was like, okay, well, give her some my flowers at least. And Stormy's like, well, I'm gonna keep the Gucci bag. Her husband's like, this is a waste of time. I'm not sure why her husband was there. I guess everybody had to film that day. So anyway, then Melnika's talking to Destiny aside and tell her, come on, no, you need to let her in. You need to be the bigger person. Like, you better than this. You bigger than this. And Destiny's like, yeah, I'm always a bigger person. And Melnika's like, no, we need to stop this. Like, come on. So Melnika goes up there. Well, Destiny's like, well, you go tell her she can come shoot. So Melnika goes up there. It's like, no. Like, she said she could come. The lady's like, no. Destiny said turn away. Melnika's like, no, let her in. So Stormy came with the flowers in the Gucci bag. Destiny grabbed somebody's fan and was fanning herself. You could tell Destiny was hot. Okay, not like she need that fan hot, like she was boiling hot. Okay, like the boiling crab hot. So Stormy's up there like, yeah, girl, you know, I saw, you know, you was having this event and I wanted to come support you and I wanted to, you know, give you these flowers and this Gucci bag. I want to extend the olive branches. I really am proud of you. You know, I don't want no issues, all this stuff. So Destiny's like, okay, thank you. Like, she's just fanning herself like, yeah, thanks. So here's my thing, y'all. Nice. I appreciate Stormy making the effort. You know, extending the Gucci bag, olive branch, and the flowers. I'll take a Gucci bag, Stormy girl. I'll take all your apologies if it come with a Gucci bag, okay? That's how you say sorry. However, you weren't invited. So maybe this was not the time and the place. Now, Stormy did let us know in the confessional that after Valentine's Day, the next day she felt really bad. So she purchased the Gucci bag and stuff for her, and she's been trying to meet up with Destiny ever since, but it just hasn't worked out. By the way, I love Stormy's confessional look and her earrings and her hair pulled up. She was looking fabulous. So anyway, so then we see a white G-Wagon pull up, and there's Melody with her mom, Miss Van. So I'm like, okay, here goes another uninvited people. So this is 2 uninvited guests. So Destiny is really hot at this point. Now, before Destiny, before Mel gets in the building, we see Destiny talking with her friends and everything, and they're saying, don't let her get you out of this is your event, like it's okay, like they're trying to like calm her down because Destiny's obviously mad. She's like, no, I'm good. She's trying to say she good, but she not. Then we see Tisha and Kimmy talking off to the side, and Kimmy's like, oh, that was really nice of Stormy to bring a olive branch, a Gucci bag, and she's like, I didn't see her face when she got it. How did she receive it? And Tisha was like, she was just like whatever, like she kind of mad that because she was. And then Kimmy was like, well, was she invited? Tisha was like, no, she wasn't invited. And then Kimmy was like, oh. And then we did see Maurice and I think of Martell saying, oh, wow, we saw you gave the Gucci bag. Like, that was really nice. And so Kimmy and Tisha were talking about the whole situation with Destiny and Stormy, and they don't know how it got to where it got and how it escalated. I'm like, y'all's at Valentine's Day. Y'all know what the hell happened. Shoot. So anyway, then Destiny came up to them, and Destiny was like, what happened? What? And so then they were like, okay, did you, receive the gift well? And she was like, honestly, no. And Destiny said in her confessional, she was even more irritated that Stormy brought her the Gucci bag because she'd rather Stormy support her business with her products because Stormy won't put her products in her store for some reason. I guess Stormy said her store's not big enough or something like that. Anyway, so Destiny's already irritated. And then that happened. So it was just irritation on top of irritation for her. I feel that it was a nice gesture that Stormy did, and Destiny could have accepted the Gucci bag and the olive branch despite the whole business thing. If she won't sell your product in your store, like you gotta let that go, Destiny. But I understand why Destiny is mad and frustrated. I don't blame her. Like you weren't invited to the event. Why are you showing up? And then you're coming with these gifts, and so of course it's gonna make Destiny look like more of the asshole here. So anyway. Destiny's talking with Kimmy and Tisha, and Kimmy's like, well, she extended olive branch. Like, what olive branch is going to be good enough for you? And Destiny's like, it's really nothing. Like, I'm not accepting anything. Like, and so then Kimmy's like, okay, we got to get to some place where, like, we can move on from this. And Destiny's like noticeably mad, and Kimmy's like, well, you seem to be upset, like what is going on? She's like, no, I'm not, I'm fine. And then she's like, well, no, you're not, like you're not okay. And then she's like, yes, I understand. But Kimmy's like, oh, I don't know how to figure this girl out. But Kimmy, like, you was kind of pushing it and doing the most, in my opinion, Kimmy. And we all love our Kimmy, but Kimmy was like pushing the issue a little too hard for me. So anyway, like, Kimmy, you know why this girl mad. So Tisha was like, come on, this is your event. Like, you can't be up here letting people make you upset and all this stuff. And so I agree. Like, my thing with Destiny, I wish Destiny did not let Melody and Stormy see her sweat. Like, of course she should be mad. They should not be coming to her event uninvited. Because let me tell you something. If it was Stormy or Melody's event, they would have had Destiny escorted out, just like Melody did Tisha. Okay? They would not allow someone to pop up at the event and cause a bunch of mess like Melody did today. Oh no, they would not do that. So I don't blame Destiny. I don't blame her. And actually, if Destiny would immediately escorted Stormy out and immediately got Melody out, I wouldn't have been mad because they would do the same thing. So anyway, but at the same time, I wish Destiny didn't let them see her upset like that because she was visibly upset. I don't care how much she said she's not mad. She was upset. So on the other side of the stove, we do see Stormy talking with the fellas, and I think her husband brought her a drink over, and they were like, Marcel's like, oh, look at my girl Stormy over here. She gonna come with the Gucci bag. Like, okay, like, I see what you doing. And so he was like, yeah, I know what you're trying to do. You gonna come hit him with the Gucci bag. Like, I see you. Gucci good, we Gucci. You're like, okay. So Marcel's joking with her, and she's like, no, I really, I don't want no problems with anybody. That's all I'm just trying to do. I'm trying to, keep it Gucci. I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to do this and that. And so then Martell's like, that's right. We don't need to be fighting and stuff. And he was like, Martell's like, what happened anyway? What was the problem? And then Marcel's like, well, the new girls come in and they can be a little tough and feisty and come in a little strong. And so you know how that goes. So I feel like Marcel kind of was like making a joke about what we've seen of Stormy so far. And they kind of were breaking the fourth wall a lot in this episode, I noticed as well. So anyway, but I feel like they had to. So then, like we saw Mel pulling up and her and her mom get out and they come in. So now Destiny is double on 10, triple. She's 10 times 10. She's on 100. So Mel comes in with her mom and she did say, hey, Destiny, but she didn't say it. Okay, she said it. Okay, she said it. We're not going to take nothing away from that. Mel did say hi to Destiny. She said, hey, Destiny. But she didn't say it. She said it like in passing. She didn't say it in a way that Destiny could have received it back. Like I missed it until they did the playback. Then when I watched it again the second time, then I caught it the first time around. But I missed the hey Destiny also. I feel like she's like, hey Destiny, like that, and kept it pushing. Miss Van said hey Destiny and told her, congratulations on everything. So Destiny was pissed, like how's she gonna come to my store and not say nothing? So Destiny was super mad. She went into some back room of her store. She was upset. You could hear her talking to her dad saying, they come to my event uninvited. And she was like, I'm not going to be put up to this. Should I just put her out, huh? I should get rid of them, huh? And dad was like telling her, you need to be the bigger person. You need to, do this and do that. So, then we see Mel go talk to, Martell. And she's like, hey, Martell. And they did a little side hug. And he's like, oh, you can't come support Dusty's event, huh? And he's like, oh, have you been to the store since they remodeled? Of course she ain't been there, Martell. Oh my gosh. And then, they were chopping it up. And so then we see Mel go talk to Stormy, and then Stormy's talking about how the lady over there behind the counter, which was Stacy, almost turned her away. And Destiny was going to let her in here, but then she let her in. And she said, I brought her some flowers and a Gucci bag. And you can hear Mel telling, like, Stormy little weird stuff. That's why I feel like some of this stuff was planned out. And she's like, we going to leave in 10 minutes, right? We're going to leave in 10 minutes, right? We're going to do this, we're going to do that. So then they're off to the side talking. And their energy and what they're talking about and the way they're talking is like, oh, we don't know why Destiny's mad. Like, we just came to support her event. Like, I don't understand. Like, yeah, we here. And then you hear Destiny on the other side talking to her people saying, like, I'm not trying to do this. Destiny, they're like telling you need to go get in a conversation. She's like, I'm not about to be talking to people who don't like me and all this stuff. So Destiny is hurt. And Destiny's been through a lot. I believe Destiny was in foster care. Her mom was on drugs, all this different stuff. Her dad was at the event as well, and he was supporting her. I feel like Destiny operates from that point of view of everything she went through. So her mentality is kind of a fight or flight mentality, and I get it. Hopefully Destiny gets whatever healing she needs to get, because you can see she needs it. Now, I will say, if I was Destiny, I would have been pissed as well. And she should have put them out if that's what she felt like. At the end of the day, it's your store on the line, Destiny. It's your business on the line, Destiny. It's your name and your brand on the line, Destiny. So if I were you, if I didn't want them heifers at my store, I would have got rid of them, because I did not I was so disgusted the way Melody and Stormy were sitting up in that store talking and looking around like, we in here, like they had the right to be there and they both were not invited. Like, they both came in with good intentions. Now, Stormy, I will say I think for the most part, she came with good intentions. I would say for the most part. It was a little slick, but for the most part, she came with good intentions. Melody, however, she did not come with good intentions. And look at all the drama she caused at this lady's store. Now, I'm not saying Melody is the only one accountable for the drama. She didn't make nobody fight. She didn't make Miss Wanda cut up the way Miss Wanda did. So don't take my words the wrong way, nobody. I am not in no way saying Melody caused the whole drama. Now, do I believe the drama would have started if Melody didn't show up to this event that she wasn't invited to? Yes. That drama probably would not have happened if Melody did not show up to an event she was not invited to. So anyway, then we see Tisha go try to talk to Destiny. Then we also see Melnika in the store trying to figure things out. We see Miss Van and Martell talking, and Miss Van was like, the kids can sense the energy, and I know they're happy to see when you and Mel are on the same page and doing y'all thing. And Martell's like, yeah, things are getting better, and Mel came by the house to visit and to talk about some things. And after she came, the kids and I were talking about different things. She's like, oh, she did? She came by the house? And then he's like, oh, yeah. And she even talked about, us all going to Destin together as a family. And so Ms. Van was like, oh, really? You guys doing that? She was like, oh, you must have brought that up to her, huh? You asked her. And so Martell's like, oh, no, she offered me. So she's like, really? She did? She was like, oh, she didn't tell me about that. Okay, so I know you're pretty excited about that, huh? And he's like, oh, yeah, I would love to be able to do that. So then Mel came up to Ms. Van and Martell, and so Van was like, oh yeah, Martell was just telling me that you invited him to go to Destin. So then Melody kind of looked like, damn it, Martell, why you tell my mama? Because I didn't tell my mama yet. And Van was looking pissed in the inside and trying not to show it. And so then she's like, oh yeah. So then she's like, well, Mama, you ready to go? So then Mel and Miss Van go outside. And so Mel stands by Miss Wanda's food truck setup. Well, her show enough food set up, but she don't have the truck yet. Or on this episode, she don't at least. So anyway, and Mel tells her mom the whole something. Then she pulls out her phone. Then she goes live. Now I know a lot of y'all saw this live. I didn't see the live because I follow them on social media, but I don't be keeping up every time they go live and all that. So anyway. She proceeds to go live. She says she wanted to go live because Miss Wanda be going live and putting all their stuff on live, so she wanted to go back on live as well. Also, Mel was like, yeah, I'm here to come talk to Miss Wanda, and I'm gonna go. If she want to take it low, we can go straight to hell. And like Mel was giving all this "nuck if you buck" energy, and it was like, girl, please stop. Also, when Mel was leaving out the store, his Destiny came out, and she was pissed. So she was like, and how dare you come up in my store and not say hi to me? And Mel was like, I did say hi, like run it back. I did say hi. And they ran it take back that Mel did say hi, Destiny, like she did. Was it intentional hi for you make sure you heard it? No, but she said it. So anyway, then they fussing and fighting. So Destiny hanging out the store, fussing and fighting with Mel. This is before Mel got over to Miss Wanda. So they fussing and fighting, and Mel was like, girl, you just want to moan me. You just want to moan me. Like, girl, bye. And Destiny was like, no, you did it, like going off on her. And then she was like, that's why you need to be worried about your mama pimping you out. I was like, oh, okay. Where's that coming from, Destiny? Okay. Hit him with the 1-2. So anyway, then Mel talking about she not going from one childish conversation to another. All right. So then, Mel was on, like I said, previously, Mel was on the live. The producer said, put that phone away. We're not doing the lives out here. So she said the producer told her that she couldn't go live out there. And so she over there talking to Bernard, talking like, yeah, wasn't you the one with on the live with Miss Wanda talking about me having my name all in your mouth? Wasn't you the one? Wasn't you the one? And he's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And then she was like, yeah, was. So at the same time, Mel is coming over there with a rah to Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda working the whole time, but she dishing it right back to Mel. She's like, yep, did, was, yes, I said it. Like, she didn't miss a beat with taking that food out and getting the food set up. It was amazing. So anyway, then she's like telling Miss Wanda, like, you need to keep my name and my child's name out your mouth. You need to be out up there talking about my kids. So Miss Wanda was like, oh, you want to talk about it? You want to go? Let me show you on my phone. So Miss Wanda had the phone around her neck. My grandma used to wear her phone around her neck like that too. So Miss Wanda had her phone around her neck. She's like, I'm going to show you the text right here because you've been over here talking about me the whole time, and I'm going to show you why I don't like you. I'm going to show you. So then Mel was like, pull it out then. So then she's like, I'm going to show you what's on my phone too. So they getting their phones out. And then Mel was like, you ain't got it ready? You ain't got it ready? So then they fussing and fighting. And then it just got crazier and crazier from there, y'all. So then I think Tisha did come over there, and then she was like, okay, what's like going on here? So then everybody's fussing and fighting about the kids, and then Miss Wanda saying, you need to worry about your baby daddy. And then Martell was right there. Marcel came. He's telling Tisha something in her ear, like she don't need to get involved. You couldn't quite hear what he was saying, though. And then she's like, you need to figure out who your baby daddy is. That's what I said, is that you need to figure out who your baby daddy is. And she was like, he's right here. He's right here. So then they started fussing and fighting, y'all. And Miss Van was right there, and Mel, and then something Miss Wanda said about, because I guess Mel was making a comment about Miss Wanda being older, like, and you want to get into it with people and stuff. And she's like, okay, then get your mama then, try your mama to come over here then. Miss Van said, oh no, she's got it. Miss Van said she ain't gonna fight with Miss Wanda. No God. Miss Van said she gonna stay prayed up as a church lady. Okay, she not gonna tussle with y'all. So then they yelling and going back and forth. And then next thing we know, at some point things kind of like de-escalated, and they got Miss Wanda, because Miss Wanda was finna get at Mel. Miss Wanda was finna get at Mel. And then they got Miss Wanda in the building and grabbed her. And so in the building is Marcel and I guess Miss Wanda's people who came with her to do the business, holding her, and they like, nah, Miss Wanda, come on, like, you don't want to do this, you don't just want, this is not you, and come on, you over here trying to sell your business, you trying to do this, like, this is not what we want for you, like, come on, Miss Wanda. So then Marcel trying to hold Miss Wanda in the store, he over there, like, he's like, oh, Miss Wanda more slippery than y'all would think, and he's like, you know, I didn't expect this from Miss Wanda, but now I know you gotta always expect the unexpected. I'm like, how you not expect this from Miss Wanda, as long as you haven't been around this lady, Marcel. So Marcel was like, Miss Wanda's like, I got my tennis shoes on today. Marcel's like, I got my good shoes on too, like, it's what's good. So then he, like, it was taking, like, they were dancing at one point, like, watching Marcel trying to hold Miss Wanda in that store was hilarious to me, y'all. Like, that was the funniest part of the episode. So they trying to hold her in the store. I think Mel out there arguing with somebody, and then I think her and Ms. Van decided to go at one point. They did. And so then Tisha's talking with Marceau and Kimmy, and somebody else was outside, and Martell, and Tisha was saying it wasn't about the baby, it was talking about Mel. And she's like, my mom was talking about the baby, she's talking about Mel. And then she was like, it all started with that clip. And then they flashed when Mel was on Carlos King's nightcap, and she talked about Miss Wanda's baby daddy being her DMs. She's like, and Carlos like, how old is he? And she was like, I don't know, ask Tisha to ask her daddy. So Tisha was saying that's where it all started from. Now, Miss Wanda earlier in the episode said that she is not the one that started that rumor. She got that from Martell being on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube, which you get everybody in trouble, right? Because Martell speculated that that wasn't his child when Dr. Heavenly interviewed him. So that's where Miss Wanda says she got it from. So the whole thing is stupid, y'all. They need to get off social media for real. So anyway, then now Mel and Miss Van supposed to be leaving. They've been leaving for half the episode. They've been leaving. They was leaving for 30 minutes. They ain't left yet. So anyway, then so Mel can hear Tisha talking about, you know, it wasn't talking about the kids. It's about Mel. It's about Mel not, you know, having a different baby daddy and whoop-de-whoop. So I get what both sides are saying though. So then Mel's hanging out the car. No, it's not. She wrong. She's talking about my child. You're not about to be up here defending your mama. You was wrong. I was like, why is she hollering outside the car? Why are you doing this, Mel? Not you. So anyway, all that fussing and fighting got my throat hurting. So then they're trying to tell Martell like it's not about the kid. She's talking about Mel, like it's like a slight on Mel, saying Mel like she slept the other guy, she cheated on Martell, the other guy could be the baby daddy kind of thing. That's what they're trying to say. Then Martell was like almost agree with them, but then he flipped it. And was like, well, no, it is about the kids, because at the end of the day, so he's explaining why it's about the kids. And so then Marcel was like, okay, I agree. But then they're like, okay, well, let's keep kids off limits. And that's what Tisha said, because you were talking about my daddy. Because at this time, Meldon came back outside the car because she wasn't really leaving. So then Mel was like, okay, well, yeah, I said about your dad on the thing, and that's Tisha was like, okay, well, my dad didn't say nothing to you, and she said, well, your dad was in my DMs, and she was like, my dad is friendly, like he might have sent, a text saying you look nice or something, I don't know. And Mel said she only met Tisha's daddy one time, but he been in her DMs, and she doesn't think that's cool for somebody's daddy to be in their DMs and all that, blah, blah, blah. So then they out there fussing and fighting, trying to decide what's on limits and off limits and all this stuff, and they all in a little circle. Stormy was outside, but eventually Stormy made her way back into the stove, because she said she ain't finna fuss and fight, right? The Miss Stacy lady trying to help and de-escalate stuff. She tried to stop Stormy from going outside to shout out at Melanie, but that didn't work, or Melody. So anyway, at the meantime, they still trying to hold Miss Wanda in the store. Miss Wanda is pissed. She is hot. She's like, I want to drag that. I want to drag. Like, Miss Wanda is pissed. She's like, no, you don't come up in my face with the fingers and all that. Like, Miss Wanda don't play. So Miss Wanda was pissed. So they trying to tell Miss Wanda, okay, put your phone away. Like, they trying to de-escalate Miss Wanda. Put your phone away. Okay, we're going to take you out the back door. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. So somehow Miss Wanda get free. Even Destiny Daddy trying to help Miss Wanda. Poor, bless his heart. So then somehow Miss Wanda get out the back door or something. And then Miss Wanda walk like around some kind of way. Now, mind you, Mel and her mama still ain't left. They outside the car at this point. And then Miss Wanda say, come over here, this way, baby. She over here. But Miss Wanda runs up on Mel some kind of way while they all talking. And Miss Van was right there. And I could see Miss Van was like, oh, like try to do something. And the girl, I don't know if it's Miss Wanda's family or producer, she was right there behind Miss Wanda. She was holding her. So then two girls was holding Miss Wanda down on the car. So then it turned into a brawl. Y'all, it was a hot mess. So then they hold Miss Wanda. At this time, Maurice and Kimmy's out there, and they talking about boundaries and all these things. I don't remember if that talk was before Miss Wanda came and ran up on them or after, but it all got messy, and then the guys was arguing. And then Miss Van and Mel was leaving once again, but they ain't left. And then I remember at one point Martell, she's like, come over here, Martell, let me talk to you. I think Mel put a bug in Martell's ear. I believe Mel made Martell do her dirty work a little bit. She set it up and she made Martell execute it, which is how they always operate, because she knows Martell's not going to control his temper, right? So then Destiny is like, they's out here ruining my event. And I think at one point Destiny did come outside and she was like, you guys are out here like messing up my event. Like, and then Mel was like, girl, please, be quiet. And so then Destiny was like, girl, like, I thought we were going to call each other girl. Like, yeah, you are ruining my event. And y'all are up there ruining Destiny's event. But let me tell you something, Destiny, you was getting all the good promo. I mean, it was negative press. But people are going to be coming down to Madani, because I kind of want to go down to Madani now. If I ever make it to Huntsville, I'm going to go to Black and Madani. Because that way they kept showing that billboard. I'm looking at the hair in the store. I'm looking at what wigs I wanted, what kind of weave, what kind of crochet, what kind of hair I can get down to the store. So people are going to be going down to Madani, especially to see that, that's somewhere the cast spot. They going to get some business there, Destiny. Thank the producers later, even though they set you up, girl. So anyway, then let's see. Everybody was trying to kind of cool off. I don't know if Miss Wanda had went back to make. No, Miss Wanda hadn't got to making plays again yet. They was talking to Miss Wanda. They was trying to cool Miss Wanda down once again. At some point, Marcel tells Tisha, like, listen, like, no, this was earlier. Marcel did tell Tisha, I think before this part, before Miss Wanda had ran up on him, that, hey, like, if something, like, I'm gonna need you not to get involved. Because if something happens to you, then Marcel Scott's gonna get involved, then I'm gonna go to jail, and then it's gonna be bad for the family, so I'm gonna need you not to get involved. He's like, I'll do my best to protect your mom, but I'm gonna need you not to get involved because I don't want something to happen to you because then I'm gonna have to get involved. And Marcel explained in his confessionals that Tisha and so the earlier fight, Tisha and Martell were in between Melody and Miss Wanda. And he said Martell was right behind Tisha. So he said, and he knows that Martell can't control his temper. So that's when knows that then he gonna have to intervene. I'm like, Lord, today. So anyway, okay, now at this point, okay, so back to where we was. So at this point, then we see the guys off to the side talking about it. Now, this is the part that threw me. Why are we still talking about it? Why we can't let it go? Because it seemed like everything had kind of stopped to calm down. Mel was in her car after she didn't fuss that Destiny from hanging outside the car, fussing again, being tacky as hell. And yes, y'all ruined that girl's event. And so then she was like, yo, well, tell Miss Wanda to pull up down the street. I got time today for Miss Wanda. Miss Van's like, no, sit down, get in the car. Like, nah. You know, already let your daughter fight, so it's fine. Anyway, well, Mel didn't do no fighting. She let her lapdog do the fighting. So anyway, then we see Martell, like Martell's trying to get, I think, Miss Van and Mel to go. He's like, y'all are going to go. And then Martell was talking to Marceau and Maurice and somebody else was outside. I think the producer was standing right there. I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, and like I said, they're still talking about everything that's happening. And I'm like, why are we still talking about this? Why doesn't first of all, why is Stormy and her husband still standing around? Like, why hasn't everybody went home? Like, this is crazy. Tisha's like, they should have some security at your event. Destiny like, yes, where was security? So anyway, then, like I said, the fellas are yelling and talking about it. And Marcel was saying something about how Martell said, okay, well, you already said, like, you can't, you don't know the point where you're going to take it there. So it is what it is. And they're talking about the whole kids thing. And Marcel was like, it wasn't about the kids. What I told you, she wasn't talking about no kids. She wasn't talking about kids. And Martell said, okay, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. So then somehow, I don't even know why they were still talking about it, how they got to this point. They're arguing, and then Marcel's kind of like not dropping the point with Martell, and then he like was getting fed up, and then I don't know if Martell tried to walk away and Marcel grabbed him or what happened, but next thing we know, Martell and Marcel get to fighting, and then everybody's trying to pull them. So Maurice and his good Sunday best got to pull Marcel away, the producer helping that, like Marcel was coming like a bull, like he was not playing Martell. They trying to grab Martell, Miss Van trying to grab Martell. It was all bad. And they were like, no, Martell's not worth it, it's not worth it. And Destiny trying to calm Martell down. Destiny gets Martell to get in the car with Mel. She's like, no, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. Like, go and get in the car with Mel, get in the car with Mel, get in the car with Mel. And so then we hear cop sirens, cops coming by. Lord. And then, they holding Marcel. They like, no, it's not worth it. Producer looks stressed. He picking up stuff off the ground. Melnika in the parking lot. I don't know. She on the phone. What's she doing? She probably called the cops. No, I don't know. Anyway, then we see Miss Wanda in the back of the building with Marcel. She trying to calm Marcel down, and Kimmy back there trying to calm Marcel down. I think Marcel might have been back there. Marcel's like, get away from me. And then Miss Wanda's like, not giving up. They're like, okay, we're getting away from you. He was like, please get out my face. Marcel said he doesn't like when someone is you escalated, someone's trying to tell you to calm down. That makes you get more rowdy. And she's like, I don't care about no man. They're like, Miss Wanda, stop. Like, Miss Wanda, you have no boundaries and you don't know when to stop. So then, they get, Marcel out the way, calm down. So then Maurice and, I don't know if Kimmy's right there and somebody else was right there talking to the producers and told him, like, when someone tells you you're pushing me past my boundaries, you need to listen to me, you need to stop. And so then producer said, my production, it's a wrap. Like, he was over it. Producer was over it. And so then they pretty much cut the scene there, y'all. There was then at the end, we did see Miss Wanda. She went back she was putting on them gloves, talking mess. She was pissed, but she was serving that food. Miss Stormy got her a plate. She's like, y'all take some greens, some ribs, some mac and cheese. And Oh yeah, Mel had said her food looked like showdown nasty. I was like, oh, she rude. But them ribs and mac and cheese and stuff is looking good to me. I don't know about y'all. Y'all think Miss Wanda food look good? If y'all tried Miss Wanda food, let me know. I actually would love to try it. Miss Wanda, holla at your girl. Send me a plate and Cali, girl. Let me know. I will taste your food. I'll give you a good, honest review. I love to eat. Anyway, Stormy was like, oh, girl, I ain't never seen nobody be out there fighting and come back to making plays. So that's, I say, I ain't either. Say what y'all want to say about Miss Wanda, but she about her business because she got right back to work and made some plays, didn't she? She had the food sitting out there ready, didn't she? Anyway, Kimmy, or at one point, like I said, Tisha was like, I didn't sign up for all this. This is turning into hip hop. I think she was trying to say it's turning into love and hip hop as it is. And she didn't sign up for this. So again, they broke the fourth wall there. With the producers get involved. Again, fourth wall broken. Overall, the episode was irritating to me, y'all. I try to make it funny and exciting as I can, but I hate to see them fight. To me, it's more heartbreaking than watching Love and Hip Hop because I feel like these people on here have real stuff to lose. They've built businesses from the ground up. I'm not saying the people on Love and Hip Hop don't have stuff to lose too, but I know it's just different. It's just different. And these are like businessmen, businesswomen. They're a little older, so you would expect more. I'm not saying they can't be human and have bad moments though. Don't get me wrong. I just hate to see them doing all that fussing and fighting. I really do. Miss Wanda definitely crossed boundaries. Mel crossed boundaries. Everybody crossed boundaries. But Mel should not have ever came uninvited, in my opinion. Anyway, y'all, the whole thing was crazy. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Y'all let me know y'all's views on the episode. For me, it felt like it was kind of overly produced. But then in the end, when the producer was like kind of tired and through, I think they had a plan and things got out of control. Because Maurice making that comment about boundaries, I think this scene was kind of all set up. Male's supposed to show up, Stormy's supposed to show up. I think everything that happened was supposed to happen. I just think that they didn't plan on all of the fighting. They didn't plan for all that. I think they planned to create the drama of that scene at Destiny's store, but I don't think they planned on all that fighting, and that's why the producers was over it. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all's take on it on. Again, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to catch my family or fiance video if you didn't watch that already, and the Ready to Love and last week's Queen Sugar. And the next video will be Tuesday night for Queen Sugar, so don't forget to tune into that. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.